The problems linked to knife crime, domestic violence, drink and drugs have blighted the lives of many young Scots for decades. Plenty of initiatives have been tried to tackle them. The latest, called The Street, based in a disused warehouse, has been hailed as fantastic by Scotland's Justice Secretary. Sally McNair's report begins with a reconstruction of a violent attack.
It's cold, it's late, it's dark. A walk through a tunnel turns into a violent situation.
Just leave it.
How you react can be life-changing. It might have been acting, but it's been close to home for this group of young people from South Lanarkshire as they head into a workshop to discuss what they would have done.
It has an impact. It's just a shock, like seeing what can happen walking home.
Any of the choices there that they made, I'd hope to change my choice if it happened to me.
The Street is unique. It brings together groups of 14 to 24-year-olds who've been involved in antisocial behaviour and crime or are thought to be at risk. Fire setting, cyberbullying, domestic violence, each scene written and acted by youngsters who've been real.
I think it's really realistic because I've seen stuff like it before, like in the streets and stuff, and I just think it's really good to show people the consequences of their actions.
See if it stops one person going out there carrying a knife, it stops one person out there hitting a friend, it makes people realise what cyberbullying, the effects it has. If it stops all that, then yes, it works.
After nearly 2 years, the project is proving such a success that several local authorities are queuing up to give young people from their areas a walk on the street. The hard-hitting, no-nonsense approach of life on the street has already been seen by more than 1,300 young people. Next winter, the programme will be adapted for a younger audience to try to reach young people before they make a wrong turning in life.
The Street has supported young people that we've worked with on several occasions. We've taken different groups there. We found it to be really interactive. It's dealt with a lot of the issues that our young people are facing on a regular basis, really complex issues, and it's been great in the work groups after to really discuss these issues, pick them apart with the staff at the Street, and then we've been able to do some reflective work and more detailed sessions with the young people after. It's really helped us to focus on issues that perhaps we weren't aware of that were facing some of the young people. It's highlighted issues that are quite sensitive, that we maybe perhaps hadn't had an opportunity to address with some young people as well, that they brought up at the Street as being issues.
We currently have 2 girls involved in the Street programme. Both girls were initially in school, sort of first and second year time, very poor attenders. One girl in particular had a very strong personality. She could be quite gobby, quite cheeky in classes, regularly reprimanded by teachers, regularly a part of our referral system. And both girls really did not attend school. You're talking down around the 60% attendance mark. However, in recent months, the change in both these girls has been pretty incredible. For example, I've noticed a change even in their physical appearance. You can see that their self-esteem is better, they're looking after themselves, they're not coming into school looking tired, they've really scrubbed themselves up, they're conscious of their makeup, their hair, their school uniform, so vast improvements just in their physical appearance, which suggests to me a real increase in the girls' self-esteem, which is fantastic. From a more school-based point of view, both girls have increased their attendance rate and are now both up around the 80% attendance mark, which is fantastic, especially in their S4 year, where they are obviously working towards certificate examinations. Both girls are now on track to leave school with a good set of qualifications, which makes me extremely proud. So really, the Street programme has been a breath of fresh air as far as I'm concerned and has had a huge positive impact on the life of both of these young people.
I've been delighted to be associated with the Street for a number of years, and the main reason for that is that if you go along and see how young people have constructed their stories and scenarios, and then speak to them afterwards, it makes a huge impact on them. The impact of violence, the impact of drinking, the life being out of control. And these are all young people who are not just on the edges of difficulties. They've had tough beginnings, they've got a tough life ahead, and this can truly change those lives, and I've seen it happen and experienced it directly. One of the big issues for us in social work is about how we give hope and give a future to young people. If they're finding it hard at school and their families, getting involved in drink, drugs, carrying knives, awareness of the implications of their actions is really important. I think drama storytelling and listening to these stories is one way that's helped them. And we've got great examples, I think, in South Lanarkshire where that difference has been made. And I think it's to the credit of the team and the staff who work with the streets in the way in which they engage those young people in a way that others have maybe failed in the past that's made that difference.
Of the group that visited the street that night, a young person approached one of my social workers, a young person who wouldn't normally engage in feelings, worries, but a young person who was known to our youth justice systems, who asked to speak with a social worker about his fears around really high-risk taking behaviour, an element that we had missed, and something that was causing him great anxiety, fear for himself and fear from his family. What the street did was bring that to a head. What that also did was allow us to gain a greater understanding of what was going on in his local area, which in turn allowed myself to engage with partners and staff from the street and other problem-solving type activities to look closer at offending, problem behaviours, troubled young people in certain areas, and again allowed more discussion and debate about what it was we were doing in particular areas.
From 2009, when the project was planned and organised, and leading into 2010 when the first street started, I've been able to attend a number of performances by young people who are demonstrating their participation and their activities within the street project and the benefits that's delivered to the wider community. I certainly know amongst the 67 councillors of South Lanarkshire that each councillor is aware of the benefits and the progress that's been made. And I know that certainly speaking to those people who have been involved in the street over a period of 3 to 4 years, that they have welcomed the trust that's been given to them and their ability to actually deliver and to plan and to be involved in the whole process.
The street couldn't have picked a better name. I'm from the street, ran about the streets, into all sorts of trouble. Inevitably, I ended up homeless. Moved from hostel to hostel through my behaviour because I wouldn't change. On one hell of a downward spiral to self-destruction, drinking even more and more, experimenting in crazy drugs, everything. I went to the Blue Triangle and they took me along to see the street, not knowing anything about it at all. I went in and watched it, and after it in the workshop, I was more asking if I could join than I was any of the questions about what I'd just seen. It made me realise who I was before I went down that other path. More important, the courage, determination to go and chase what I want. All the issues in the street, absolutely every one of them, I've seen, I've been part of, I've done, some I've caused, some have been done to me. The knife crime, I lost a pal who I distanced myself from shortly after being part of the street, and died at the hands of his own knife. And I've been to prison as well for numerous things, and seeing all this that's happened in the street, if they can get it, what's been described in the street, then you want these kids to come and see this. I was cast member for 2 years. Now I'm 25. I've left the street, but I've not stopped chasing what I want to do, and being part of the street has been a massive part of me doing that. For me right now, I'm in the best place because I know I'm going to succeed in my dream, and I have my own tenancy now. I was put in a scatter flat. Now I survived through that scatter flat, and I've now been given my own tenancy because I never had one complaint.